honor of Jurassic World Dominion coming out, I thought it was a good idea to pretty much drop this video a bit earlier. Tomorrow, you guys will get the Danco Godzilla versus Hulk Deathmatch debunk. So yeah, you'll get that debunked because honestly, you can't kill either of them, and yeah, it's kind of it really doesn't make sense at all. So I'll just be diving into that for, I guess, another Danco debunk before Christmas, and then Christmas I'll give you guys a wonderful little AMV collage here. So Zilla in Jurassic World, or in the Jurassic Park universe here, is very interesting, considering the fact that he's a mutated marine iguana. He could be created in that fashion, except we're gonna be doing sorry about that. We're going to be diving into the aspect of what if this dude was a hybrid. So due to the Indominus Rex, the Indoraptor, and the Scorpius Rex. Oh, get this. We have Spinoceratopses. Yeah, those are actually canon in the Jurassic Park universe. Those are canon. Watch Camp Cretaceous season 5. Yeah. Watch that, and you'll have a blast here. So we're going to be using every dinosaur that's reasonable to be in his DNA, and we're going to have to start off with the base genome, basically the genome that starts the foundation. And I think none other than Metriacanthosaurus should get that role. For starters, Metriacanthosaurus is a reasonable carnivore to put here, and it's a canon dinosaur, a dinosaur that was also included in the original the original part of Jurassic World here. It actually shared an enclosure with Suchomimus and Baryonyx, which is pretty interesting considering the fact that these carnivores would probably have like this little agreement, like, look, you stay over there and I'm stay over here. We don't bug each other. Got it? So yeah, I think Metriacanthosaurus is a good base genome, just like the Indominus Rex basically had T-Rex DNA. The Indoraptor basically had, the Indominus Rex DNA just overdose with Raptor, and the Scorpius Rex simply had, again, Raptor DNA as its base genome. So yeah, pretty interesting. Next one I gotta say, Suchomimus. I think that was pretty much coming here because, again, Zilla is an aquatic creature. I think Suchomimus definitely fits Zilla. Plus the fish diet of Suchomimus, they actually mainly crave fish, but it did not stop them from actually eating whatever they wanted. They actually would go and eat an Iguanodon. Or it was probably, I think it was a Baryonyx that had an Iguanodon bone in its stomach. So that was pretty interesting to find out these guys, didn't only just eat fish, because, honestly, I don't think you just get that big off of fish in general. But yeah, the Suchomimus Ultra, just as the aquatic ability, they're very capable swimmers. Zilla would probably not, get most of its DNA from it. It would definitely play a big part of it due to the fact that, again, it's an added-on, probably the second add-on I believe Dr. Wu would do as the base genome, but the fish diet definitely helps it and definitely progresses it, okay? Next one I will say is Raptor DNA. We can add a Troceraptor or Deinonychus. I really don't care. It's Raptor DNA, but we gotta do something other than blue, the blue or the basic velociraptors we see here. And I think that any Raptor DNA just adds the intelligence of Zilla here. Next one I have to put Gryposuchus. One is canon to the Jurassic Park franchise due to the the game here. Plus, if you guys actually look at what's in the Indominus Rex here, or in the Indoraptor, Deinosuchus is actually a part of his DNA, meaning Deinosuchus was canon, and it's very possible to add a crocodilian essence to this DNA. So, going back to not only the toy line, but also the gaming line, I do believe Gryposuchus definitely fits in here, and this definitely gives Zilla a bigger edge over underwater, plus adding its scaly, invincible hide here. It would be like 10 times stronger than any other crocodilian alive today. I mean, if these things were alive here, they probably replace Gyarios, and Gyarios would basically be eating people if they were Gryposuchuses. But yeah, next one is Postosuchus. Again, I really don't think I should have to explain why this is in his DNA. It's a double-edged sword. It's double trouble. All right, this thing can swim and it can go on land. It was very proficient at running on land. All right, it was very proficient at running on land. I mean, geez. So yeah, Postosuchus definitely fits in Zilla's DNA pattern. I really don't think I should really say anything about it. Yeah, this gives Zilla an edge. Plus, this adds on to the bite force. They had devastating bites. Next off, we have Therazinosaurus. Don't really think I need to say anything. This gives Zilla the claws and the arm advantage. It was also one of the DNA components of the Indominus Rex, if you guys did not know that. And since Therazinosaurus is getting its own love in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, or, nope, not Fallen Kingdom, oh, my bad, Dominion, oh, boy, slap yourself. Yeah, it's getting its own love in Jurassic World Dominion. I do believe Therazinosaurus should be out of here because it has the reach advantage and gives Zilla its long arms. But due to the other components in his DNA, I do believe Zilla won't really get the claws, but it definitely get that long reach. Next, I would definitely add some marine or reptile DNA to make him more different from the Indominus Rex here. And I would add two. So I would actually start with Plesiosaurus because again, it's canon to the Jurassic Park universe. It's canon. It's been shown, shown in little games and stuff like that, and the games do coincide with the series, so it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting that a plesiosaur actually exists in the Jurassic Park universe. Probably did escape. It probably did. I do believe it did. Another one would be the Tylosaurus. You should already know the Tylosaurus actually played a role in the I forgot which Jurassic Park game it was. It was like where you have to actually like press certain buttons in order to progress through the game. You get to pick questions on how you get to live, And Tylosaurus, being in the game, I do think it's just amazing. I think Tylosaurus, was basically the original mosasaur before the mosasaur even came into the picture here. And the Tylosaurus just gives Zilla that deep aquatic advantage here. Yeah, Zilla, actually, you know what? Zilla with the Grapplsuchus, Postosuchus, Plesiosaurus, Suchomimus, and, Tylosaurus and Plesiosaurus, the dude should be able to hold his breath longer than all of them combined. He could basically touch the bottom of the seafloor, jump back up, and be like, oh yeah, that was fun. Yeah, that was super duper fun. Now for the Herbivore DNA, or just something that feels a bit similar, our Iguanodon. Okay, our Iguanodon is canon because if you guys have not watched Camp Cretaceous season 4, right? Our Iguanodon is actually canon. Definitely went extinct on an island apparently. But yes, our Iguanodon is definitely canon to the franchise, okay? I do believe that it was, underutilized and definitely will make a good component in his DNA. If not, I would definitely add something like Iguanodon, which definitely should exist, probably on Isla Sorna, Site B, because there are a bunch of species we did not discover on there. So Iguanodon or our Iguanodon, or even both, because Dr. Wu was really didn't concern about anything, he really wasn't concerned about, hybridizing what parts of his creatures. I mean, this guy literally has the Indominus Rex, which we still don't know the full capacity of its DNA. Another creature I would add is Rugops, just to add that special Abelisaur DNA to it. Rugops definitely would give it that little, sneaky personality, definitely give it that adventurous, and give it, basically a much more fluid diet. Zilla wouldn't really care about what he ate as long as he pretty much, got something in his stomach. And by the way, I mean like food-wise, he wouldn't care about dead or rotten flesh. Albertosaurus would definitely be a good component considering it's the fastest of the Rexes and would give it a good speed boost. Dilophosaurus in the novel version was much bigger. Okay, so I would definitely add that to its DNA. This will also give Zilla that spit. All right, it also did spit in the novel, and I think that would be a good thing here. Carnotaurus was pretty much in everything's DNA, so give Carnotaurus some more love. I love Carnotaurus just as much as anybody else. I mean, Carnotaurus is like top 5 favorite dinosaurs. If you guys want to know my top 5 favorite dinosaurs, just ask me in the comment section. I will give it to you. All right. Herbivores and carnivores, all right? It don't matter to me. Proceratosaurus would definitely be a surprise twist to it. I would definitely add that to its DNA. Considering Monolophosaurus was confirmed to be on Isla Nublar, okay? Let's see. Carcharodontosaurus as well. I definitely would add that to its DNA. Considering the Indominus Rex had Giganotosaurus, I would give Zilla the opposite and make it Carcharodontosaurus. And this would give Zilla that razor sharp teeth and that precision biting. And the final component I would add would be Dimetrodon. This would definitely give Zilla the ability to regulate his body temperature very fluently, much better than the Indominus Rex, and be able to control it. So that means if he wants to hide from sensory technology, heat sensory, he'd be able to cool his body temperature very easily. Now, where I would introduce him is definitely Camp Cretaceous. Don't really see an if, and, or but about it. I think Camp Cretaceous is the best way to do it. Probably during season 3, I would definitely have Sammy. Definitely have Sammy discover it. Okay, so Sammy in Brooklyn would definitely be in one of the facilities of Dr. Wu, whatever. There was a ton of facilities on the island, even secret ones. So I highly really doubt that Dr. Wu wouldn't keep more stuff in those facilities. And Sammy comes across the Zilla egg when she's separated from Brooklyn. We'll say they ran from Monolithosaurus pack and they both separated. And, Zilla, hatches and imprints on Sammy as it views it as its mother. And Sammy, adoring the, animal as it nuzzles up to her, would definitely take it back to the group after, reunited with Brooklyn. This would definitely, it would definitely answer some questions like, what the heck is that? Like, hey, yo, what is that? What's going on here? But yeah, I think the group would definitely accept it. I mean, they have Bumpy, so I don't really see a reason why they wouldn't accept it. There's also the prospect of, having a carnivore on your side here. So, Baby Zilla would definitely be as big as a raptor at this point. So, yeah, I think it really suits here. Now, the problem does occur with Bumpy because, again, it's a carnivore and herbivore on the same team here. And, the diet of Zilla doesn't matter. So he might take a snap at Bumpy every now and again, but probably get smacked back or, get separated by Sammy and the others. And then would have to discover what he's able to eat. Considering he's a carnivore, I think the best option for them would be to try and get him fish here. Considering there are multiple streams and rivers on the island, getting fish for Zilla shouldn't be a problem here. But I do see a lot of good, storylines with this. There probably is a moment where, Yaz has to, see Zilla as much more of a problem than much more of a, as a hassle than an actual benefit, and tries to get rid of him. This in turn gets her, let's say, caught up with Chaos and Limbo as they chase her down, trying to eat her as usual, trying to eat whoever as usual. We could say Chaos and Limbo and Grim here. And Sammy gets saved, by Zilla in this situation. Maybe he's probably a bit bigger, probably about the size of a Ceratosaurus or Carnotaurus at this point, and he's able to basically smack them both off here, and is able to intimidate him with their roar here. So yeah, that pretty much works out for everyone in the end here. Then we have season 4 with the Scorpius Rex. Yeah, that gets dealt with pretty quickly. The moment the Scorpius Rex tries to attack the attack the campers, Zilla pretty much snatches it out the air. T-Rex versus Velociraptor Jurassic Park 1 style, and it utterly gets dealt with. Okay. So when Dr. Wu returns to the island, I do see this going a couple different ways here. Dr. Wu basically gets his tech, little to no trouble. Zilla's probably like the size of maybe the size of a T-Rex, possibly a bit bigger due to the spikes on his back. Definitely see that. And the rest of the season progresses the same here, except the beginning of season 5 here. I do believe the campers would have actually gotten home, or at least gotten stranded on Isla Sorna, because, well, they really didn't know where they were going, with this boat here. And I do believe the Mosasaur wouldn't have attacked them because, again, I do believe Zilla would have followed them off the island and, swam off after them, to be with Sammy. And once the Mosasaur tried to attack the boat, you actually see Zilla, either eat the Mosasaur or he pretty much just pushes the Mosasaur out the way. Now, let's say if it does go into season 5 and the fight between Zilla and the Mosasaur does commence and it does mess up the boat here. I do see season 5 taking a little bit of a different turn here, with the group having, you know, Zilla in the group, and Zilla's probably about the same size as a yeah, definitely the same size as a T-Rex. Definitely don't see any ifs, ands, or buts about it. Zilla will be able to break through any enclosure, cause any tech to malfunction here. And I definitely see Cash getting eaten that season. Oh yeah, he's getting snatched up like... He's getting snatched up. Like, he's a whole snack, alright? He's a goodie bag, alright? Zilla being the same size as a T-Rex. Oh yeah, he probably even a little bit bigger at this point. Considering season 5, he probably would have been following them for a good while. And probably gotten big, maybe bigger than them. He'd probably be about the same size as a, probably about a Brachiosaurus. Yeah, Brachiosaurus, or maybe 2 or 3 inches bigger. So yeah, I think Zilla definitely changes it. He changes a lot there. The hybridization definitely would have impacted the series as a whole. And Zilla basically being the only hybrid on the team, you know, on the Camp Cretaceous team, definitely means the team is able to succeed a lot faster. And, well, they really don't have any problems after that. Yeah, so honestly, yeah, comment down below, like and subscribe, and share with your friends. This is Legendary Ghidorah, and I'll see you guys on Christmas Eve for another video. Peace.